What's going on, guys? Your boy Fluff here. Today we're talking about the 2.6 hotfixes that went through last night, how they affect the Necromancer, the good, the bad, the ugly. We touch it all. Let's get into it. We're not going to sit here and read this off, guys, but the two biggest changes to us were, number one, fixed an issue which caused 6-piece bonus of Inarius to proc the Mirnae on other hit effects too frequently. So this is a really big change, guys. In fact, so much of a change that it makes Mirnae pretty much unusable. And you might think, well, how's that possible? You get a 2750 damage multiplier from Inarius 6-piece, and Mirnae hits so hard, 8700% at rank 95. Those two together have to be great, right? Well, no. The problem is we never proc it anymore. You just never proc it. Which means that Mirnae and Inarius no longer go together like peas and carrots, guys. It's actually a pretty bad choice now. So what we want to do here, guys, is take Mirnae, put it back in your bank, and let it collect dust, just like it was doing before, because it sucks. Let's have a moment of silence for Mirnae. Now, what else does this mean? Now that Mirnae is no longer a usable gem, obviously it was hitting like crazy before, giving us a ton of healing, ton of damage. What does it mean for Inarius? Now, the leaderboards have been wiped, so I can't show you how far Inarius was pushing before, but it was very much in the, the 105 plus range, very tanky, ton of damage. But I've actually scanned through the leaderboards now, guys, and the highest Inarius clear I can find is down here at rank 124 with a GR 95 clear, and that's at least 10 levels less than it was able to do before. Now, playing the push build myself, definitely feel the difference. Before I was able to almost farm GR 90, whereas now I'm really struggling to get through it. I underestimated the amount of healing you would get from the Mirnae proccing all the time. It was actually pretty insane. So you might be thinking, well, Inarius is dead. Well, that's not entirely true, guys. So Inarius pushing at the level that trag'ouls is now pushing. As you guys know, trag'ouls is the new rank 1 Necromancer build. Trag'ouls was the number 1 even before this nerf, I would say nerf, fix to Mirnae. Someone had done like a 110 before they wiped the leaderboards, and now someone's up to a 111 with the trag'oul set. This is the BloodLancer build. We'll leave a link to that in the description, guys. It's not our build, but it's quite good. The playstyle's a little weird because you're basically just kind of waiting on a big cooldown, but it's very strong. Inarius is no longer going to be really a pushing build. I think Inarius could maybe push GR 100, with a great riff, but it's no longer going to be able to hit those numbers that it was hitting before, which means basically the trag'oul's BloodLancer is the only pushing build that Necromancer has right now. So you might think, well, I can just put away my Inarius set, it's done. Not exactly, guys. So Inarius is still used for the Corpsemancer build. And just to show you guys how completely unaffected Corpsemancer is by these changes, I'm going to include videos of me clearing GR 70 in 3 minutes and under while I'm playing this video. Again, guys, not affected whatsoever by the Mirnae changes. Corpsemancer with Inarius is still OP. I personally think it's the fastest T13 setup. Great mobility, great diversity, amazing for bounties. We can clear GR 70 and under in 3 minutes. Not to mention, it's insanely fun to play. Now, a big note here, guys, is you got to take out Mirnae. If you're using anything ever, probably, just take out Mirnae and put it in the bank. But we've replaced Mirnae with Bane the Powerful, and that's for both Bonemancer and Corpsemancer, guys. Bonemancer is still very, very strong, GR 70 and under. Now, what else is Inarius good for? If you're a solo player like myself, it's still quite good in that GR 80 range. You're really able to farm in anywhere from 4 to 5 minutes without much trouble. You're very, very tanky. Now, we did lose about, 30 seconds to a minute on our clear times, from losing Mirnae, and we lost a lot of that healing, but it's still able to clear GR 80 in 5 minutes, 4 minutes at times. It really just depends on how many Juggernauts, or aka Fun Sucker elites, you get in the Rift. And just to show you guys it can still do it, I'm going to leave a video of that build at the end of the video. It's basically the Bone Storm pushing build, with a couple changes to make the mobility go up just a little bit. But all in all, it's pretty much the same build, and it's quite good at GR 80. So Inarius still has its niche in the game. It's not completely dead, guys. It's not going to push, but it's still a great set. And we also don't know if, we're going to see any changes to Inarius before Season 11. I would highly doubt we'd see any set changes before Season 11. That's probably going to be something like Season 12, just based on the speed at which Blizzard seems to move with the Diablo. I think maybe the only changes we'll really see before this season starts is Fueled by Death will get fixed. But other than that, I wouldn't expect too much to happen, guys. Now let's look at the other really big change here, guys. They said, adjusted Bones of Rathma 6-piece based on player feedback. Now the change they made was the 6-piece bonus will now grant 625% up from 250% damage to your minions in Army of the Dead skill for each active skeletal mage with a total cap of 2500%. Now that's kind of a long-winded way of saying it. And that basically means with 4 skeletal mages, you'll have that full 2500% damage bonus. And just in case you guys are looking at your Rathma set and you're like, where's this change? How's this happening? The tooltip has not been affected by the hotfix, but it is in place, guys. So you're getting that damage bonus. So basically with any skeletal mage build, what this means is after 2 casts of your skeletal mage, you'll have that full 2500% damage bonus, which makes the Rathma, kind of pickup time at the start of Rift much faster. Back to our Army of the Dead build that we made, it makes Army of the Dead kind of less of a gimmick, a lot more powerful. It makes the ramp up time at the start of Rift a lot faster, and it even rivals Blood Mage as far as speed now. But I definitely recommend checking out the Army of the Dead build if you guys love the Rathma set. But these changes have pushed Rathma into, the GR 100 range. It's not going to be the top. Trag'ouls is going to be the top. No questions asked. Hands down, the best build in the game. But it does push Rathma into those higher GR clears. And that's pretty much going to do it for the big changes, guys. Again, to sum it up, guys, Inarius is no longer a pushing build. Inarius is still very much usable. Corpsemancer is still OP. Bonemancer is still very good. Rathma's now a lot better for pushing and for speed. If you have a Mirnae, get rid of it. Put it in your bank. Don't use it anymore, guys. Swap it out for Band of Powerful on our speed builds, or swap it out with whatever you see fit. If you guys want to see me touch on anything else or talk about anything else, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below. We'll address one of the questions we get all the time. Fluffy, what mouse do you use? Guys, I use the Razer Naga Hex. It's an amazing mouse. It's got 6 buttons on the side. If you're serious about Diablo, I would strongly recommend picking this guy up because it is really amazing. You can basically one-hand play Diablo. You have all skills, all accessible with just the right hand. It's amazing. I'll leave a link in the comment section below. Check it out if you want. At the end of this video, we'll go ahead and leave kind of one of these speed 80 clears that we're talking about, just to show you guys that Inarius isn't completely useless. And again, during this video, you saw the Corpsemancer Inarius build. It's still OP. As always, guys, like, subscribe, come over to Twitch, ask your questions, help me on Patreon. We love you guys. Peace out.